Hey Bookies! Today we are going to go over some romance recommendations. So let's get started. I'm very tired, so if I look off, I'm very tired. But recently I've been getting into romance, and I'm not talking about like YA romance, but I'm talking about adult romance. I blame TikTok. That's all I'm gonna leave it at. From TikTok, I have cleaned a couple of romance reads. This is not going to be a very long list because I'm still very new to it, so I'm still jumping in. But I wanted to share some recent favorites. The first one is going to be Falling for the Underdog, which was kind of like my first leap into adult romance recently, I think. Basically, it is a romance murder mystery. We follow this woman. Her name is Alison. She runs a dog grooming, like very, very high-end dog grooming salon. But when her high-end clientele gets dog napped, it's up to her and a bartender to figure out what happened to them. In the backdrop, there is information about a serial killer that comes into play later on in the series. But for the most part, like while there is a lot of mystery elements and stuff like that, a lot of it at the core is romance, and it's very sweet. It would be what a lot of people would define as clean. I don't believe in those terms, so I don't. But the smut level would be like 2 out of 5 for me. One to go with that recommendation is A Wedding Tale, which is number 3. So Falling for the Underdog is book 2. A Wedding Tale is book 3. I've read these completely out of order. I don't know what happened in book 1. But A Wedding Tale is nice. In it, we follow Zoe, who is a friend to Addison, and then there's a third friend that was the focus of book 1, which of course I didn't read. But Zoe is a wedding planner. And she is planning her friend's wedding, not Addison, the other one. Can't remember her name. But weird things start to happen. She keeps getting sabotaged. Again, up to her and this musician guy that keeps following her around to figure out what's going on. It delves a little bit more into the mystery in that one, but overall it's still focused on the romance elements. Again, clean, but we don't use the term clean here. 2 out of 5 still. Another one that I read recently, it was actually one of the first reads of February, I believe. It's Ramona and Julieta by Alana, Quintana, Albertson. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it is a Romeo and Juliet retelling that follows this businessman who buys this neighborhood in Barrio Logan, which is like in the San Diego area. He buys it in hopes to turn it into this touristy area, and he is under the impression that he will help the area out, which it might. But on the other side of it, you have Julieta, who works at a restaurant in the barrio, and they see this as gentrification, which it is. It's gentrification. Enemies to lovers, it was a bit spicier. It was like 2.5, I think is what I rated it. I can't remember what I really rated it in my review. But it was so good. It was so good. It was such a sweet romance at heart. And I fell for both of them. They were so sweet. I believe that there's going to be another book, because on Amazon it says Love and Tacos book 1, but on Goodreads it doesn't. So I'm a little confused, but I hope that there's another one, because I would love to see the characters return, and I would love to see another love story set in this area. And then the last one that I'm going to recommend, like I told you, I have not read a bunch of romance recently. Need to read more. The last one I'm going to recommend is I'm So Not Over You by Kosoko by Kosoko Jackson. Please correct me if I mispronounced her name. I probably did, as I'm really, really bad at pronunciation. So sorry. But it follows, it's a male-male romance, follows our MC, who is a gay man. He is broken up with his boyfriend, who is another gay man, who's rich. And he is, fresh out of graduate school. Our main character, the rich guy's still in college, because they can do that. Our MC just finished graduate? Either graduate college or undergrad. I can't remember. But he's fresh out into the world. Can't get a job. I feel the struggle, dude. And he just broke up with his boyfriend. His boyfriend comes back into his life. And he's like, hey, I still like you. And our MC's like, what do you need? And he's like, I need you to pretend that we're still together because I've not told my parents yet. Thus starts a whirlwind of issues and calamity, and it's such a fun read. It's a bit fast paced, but I really, really enjoyed it overall. Well, I am enjoying it. I'm still reading it at this point, but I'm like 24% in, and I'm dying to still read more of it. I'm in love. But yeah, that is all of the recommendations that I have that I've read. I see a lot of other people talk about The Love Hypothesis and Charm Offensive, to name a couple of them. Some more extreme ones like Neon Gods, Electric Idol, Zodiac Academy series. Those I have not delved into yet. I'm still baby romance reader. So if you have some romance reads that would be really good for me to get into as new to the genre, leave them down below, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye!